Hi there, guys. Okay, let's continue that. Okay, we're going back to the Xcode. So I was talking about the status for the recommend friends. Okay, so here we'll integrate. We will write a new variable, friendship status recommended users underscore friendship status. It will be array of the integers. Okay, very good. So what we need to do is we need now to work with this trigger. We're going to our load recommended users. That is the one. Here we'll write for user in users. Open and close this curly bracket, and then we can write like this. So then what we will do is recommended users friendship status dot append with a new element which is 0. Okay, uh, initial status of all recommended friends will be 0, means no request has been sent, no requests have been sent, no requests have been received, and no requests have been sent, no requests have been received, and no friendship at the moment. Okay, so here I'll write as a self dot recommended users. Okay, so let's say when we click add button, and here whenever we'll remove the user, here we need to update this as well. Recommended users friendship status dot remove at index path dot row. Okay, brilliant. Index path row. Okay, but when we add the user, we need to cast as the friendship being, when we send a request, it must be casted as a one self or just recommended users friendship status. Add the certain index path here, right here. Recommended user friendship status in the square brackets index path will be equals to 1. And now we will have to prepare it for the segue. Okay, we're scrolling up. We're scrolling up here for prepare for segue. Here we'll write one more, else if segue.identifier equals to guest vc underscore recommended user. Just let's make sure, I'm going to make certain board to just make sure the identifier is written without any typos. Okay, this is the last one. Going to attributes inspector, that is the one. So I copy this, I'm coming to the friends view controller, and I'll insert it here. And then open and close curly brackets. Okay, now let's try to copy this content and insert it here. Here we are going guest from from the cell which is recommended user, cell of recommended user. Okay, so here we need to make changes. Instead of requested users, we must here write recommended users everywhere here. Okay, the friendship status here will be recommended users friendship status. Okay, yeah, we'll have to access it. Here we'll write let um, friendship status will be equals to, or you can just directly write it. Where is this? I'll just show you here. Recommended users underscore friendship status, and then in the square brackets index path dot row, without making shortcuts. Okay, we'll try now to build and run this and see the results. So I'm going to Nicole Kidman. Here we go. I didn't add it, but I will click add button, request sent, I go here there, so it shows that everything is fine. Okay, the one more thing is there when I click on this, so the request must be deleted from the requests, but when I come back it gotta get updated. Okay, so what I will do is whenever we update any friendship requests, here you see that when there is a friends, we're executing load request. So we will copy paste it and we will execute also load recommended users. Okay, that is superb. Let's now build in around this, and I'm very happy from the result we've achieved. Shows an error. Yeah, look, if whenever you're calling any function from the selector, so it must be of type Objective-C. So this is just the latest update of the Swift. So we just need to follow this syntax. So put just at obgc. Here we go. So I'll go to Nicole Kidman. I'll add her as being my friend. I'll come back so it didn't get updated. Okay, so I'm going there again. It's showing that she's not updated. So we'll have to fix this one as well, this moment as well. So I'll add request. I'm going here. So it's showing as the request has been sent. I'm coming back. It shows the same. I remove that. I come back. Still, guys, it shows the same. Yeah, because we have to work it out in the self-forward index path. So we're now heading to the function which is self-forward index path. That is the one. Here we go. That is the function. So this function we must execute. I will copy this. Where was that? Here we go. That is the one. Manipulating appearance of the friend button. I will copy this. I will come here to the recommended user cell. I will go right after before we return cell, and here I will insert it. Okay, first of all, allow friends. This is I gonna remove this. Okay, so here we will write if recommended user friendship status equals 0. So then we want to show one scenario. Else if it is, let's say, 1, then we want to show another scenario. Okay, I'll just remove these curly brackets like that. Okay, so let's say if the request is 0, first of all we want to show add button is hidden false. Then cell.remove button is hidden false as well. Then cell.message label is hidden true. So here hide show objects for no requests status, and the same if there have been a request sent, we just want to do the same but in a different way. So message label we want to show it, then remove button we want to hide it, and add button we want to hide it. Message label will show it as false. Message label is hidden equals false. Okay, we'll now have to update our SQL command. This is I copy pasted our SQL command from the select recommended users, and I click go. So here it returns 2 users. Okay, great. So we'll have to join it with that. We will have to integrate. Imagine, guys, one more column here, which is a request. So for that one, right before where, this conditional where, here we will write left join requests on users.id equals to requests dot user underscore ID and requests dot friend ID equals to our current user, or users dot ID equals to requests dot friend ID and requests dot user ID equals to. So, and here we'll have to integrate two more columns, which are requests dot user ID as request underscore sender and comma, and the same requests dot friend ID as request underscore receiver. Okay, so we'll have to copy this and I execute it as go. Here we go, beautiful. So it means that we have sent a request to Nicole Kidman and it shows request sender is user 2, which is a Jennifer Lawrence in my case, and request receiver is 4, which is a Nicole Kidman. Great. So we will have to integrate it to the latest function, which is select friends. We'll have to integrate it. What we need to do is I advise you to copy paste the entire one and replace all digits too. In my case, or even you can follow me, I will just take this line, left join, this is the line, and I'm going here right before where I will just insert it and I will replace two with the ID. So here ID, then we have here also ID. That's it. Okay. Then we are coming back to our load requests function. We'll just make sure that it got loaded. I'll print out JSON, print JSON. Okay, let's build and run this. Okay, here we go. I think yes, guys, here I forgot to include these two columns. It's very important, these two ones. So copy paste it and save it. Don't forget to save it. Okay, we can now build and run this. Then it will show it to us. Okay, brilliant. So we are going here. So request sender null null, and here is request receiver and request sender. Okay, that is superb. And then we'll have to integrate this logic, guys. So copy this from the search more or go to the search users and find this function. That is the one, find it. Scroll down to our load request. That is the one which we have written. And here we will write it request sender and request receiver. So this friendship, we don't have it. So this is what we'll delete and we will close this curly brackets. Make sure that your code is exactly the same. Okay, so here instead of friendship status, we will change it to recommended user friendship status. And here is the same. So here instead of current user ID, we got just ID. Or you can name it even current user ID as you want, but I will just put it ID. Okay, to make it more readable, let's write it as a current user ID. Here in the gardlet we change the current user ID, and here in the body we change it as well to the current user ID. Okay, that is brilliant. If request sender and receiver is 1, so this is what we do. And here we need this is the statement which we need, else appended as here we need to write else. It is very important, it is must, guys. otherwise it will get crashed. So here are all possible scenarios where we send a request, when we receive the request, and this is nothing can happen. Okay, so we'll now build and run this. Okay, it got built. Okay, so it got crashed. We need to check what's going on there. The problem is with the recommended users. Yeah, here we go. It must be changed to the recommended users friendship status. That's very important. Otherwise, the number of recommended users friendship status and the number of users won't be exact. And here we need to change it to recommended users friendship here. Here, make sure it was in the self-aware index path for the recommended users. We're manipulating the appearance. Okay, very good. So here it shows like that. I'm coming back, and that one, it okay, so to avoid this, I want to know what is the status of the friendship current status just to debug it. Yes, here we go. The problem is getting always incremented. We need to clean it up. We must clean this. It is actually must. So the friendship status. Okay, here as you see, we're always cleaning it up before loading. The same what we need to do. Okay, we're going in the final moment of this section is to make a cleanup. Right before we assign them, if everything went successfully, here we will clean all the arrays self or just recommended users dot remove all keep capacity false, then recommended users avas remove all keep capacity false, then we have a recommended users friendship status keep all keep capacity false. So and now it must trigger in the right way. Okay, yeah, here write self because we went several times into closures. Okay, so now the request has been sent. I remove this request. I come back. Here we go. Here we go, guys. That is superb. That is really superb. Okay, we're adding Jackie as being a friend. But have you noticed something here, guys? You see that Jackie Chan is not allowing the friendship, but still we can send him the friendship. Okay, let's now fix this very quickly. Just to show you here in SQL, at the end of this, we need to write and users dot allow friends equals 1. On the 1, Nicole Kidman, she's allowing friendship, but Jackie Chan, he does not. So go and it returns only Nicole Kidman. So the same stuff we need to do here. In the SQL, we'll write, you can just better copy it so to make sure that you won't make any typo. like this, and users dot allow friends equals 1. This is our conditionals. Okay, so that is superb. I will just change Jackie Chan's friendship request. Where is he? That is the one. Allow friends 1. Okay, very good. So that is really amazing, guys. That is really, really, really cool. So to both of them, we have sent a request. So congratulations, guys. Good job. Well done and amazing.